Okay. Maybe that's happy now. Do we have sound? Music but no mic. Okay, that's good, Deanery. Thank you. There's a voice in the music now, that's just confusing. Yay! Yay! Hello everyone, how you doing? I missed streaming. I definitely wiped myself out doing that 24-hour stream to finish the Harpies, but they're finished. One of them is on its way to America now, which is lovely, to San Francisco to go into a show, and I will be revealing lots and lots and lots of tasty, tasty final images on social media soon. I just need to finish processing them and doing the back end stuff, and hopefully doing some little varnish videos and things like that of them at the end, which will be really nice. So I hope you're all well. Tonight I want to jump into just a little fun still life for a friend, because that's on the job list and I want to do it now. Oh my gosh! It's a Tom Nines raid! Oh my gosh, hello! We were just about to jump into a still life. How are you doing? Hello, Twitch friends. Oh, can you hear me? Hold on. Oh, that's better. Hello everyone from the raid, how are you? My name's Liz Gridley. I am an oil paint artist based in Australia. And I do a bit of realism, a bit of portraiture, well no, a lot of portraiture, let's be honest. But tonight I'm going to be doing a still life, a floral still life of a Stuart Desert Pea. Which is a lovely flamey red flower we have here in Australia. How are you, Tom? How was your stream? Tell us things. I'm just getting organised now. So this is my beautiful little copper panel that we're going to be painting on tonight. I've just finished getting set up after needing some recovery time, because I did a 24-hour, not a 24-hour, I did a 10-hour stream to finish 2 paintings the other day and wiped myself out something crazy. Which is awesome. Yeah. Oh, hi Claire! And hello friends, hello Deanery, hello Lil, how are you guys going? Yeah. I'm glad you get to raid too, it's so nice! It's lovely to see you. Oh, thanks Quill for the live, love you. Thank you. Awesome, I need brushes and things, don't I? I'll get some brushes. But yeah, Tom, tell us how your stream was. What were you working on today? What were you doing, what were you doing, what were you doing? Ooh, too many brushes. Too many brushes. Ah! This is what I get when I don't clean up after a painting. Chaos. Yes, I do feel a bit recovered after that long stream. That being said, little bird is not sleeping this week much at all, and it's a bit of a struggle bus, so I'm like, you know what I need to do for some catharsis? I need to stream, I think. I need to just do a little fun 1-session painting, and I am aiming to get this one done in 1 session, that's the goal. Let's just do that fun. Which is nice. Oh, hey Nick! How are you? You've been playing some Zeldas! Oh, nice! So you weren't even working, you were doing the fun part. That counts. That's wonderful. You doing Breath of the Wild, or are you doing... What's the one that came after Breath of the Wild? Have you heard that one yet? This is what happens when I used to live with the most amazing Zelda players, and now I don't live with my housemates anymore, and I'm out of the Zelda loop a little bit, because I used to get all the goths through them. Zelda is a nice one. Wind Waker, thank you. Wind Waker HD. There you go. There you go. Well, that's awesome. Good job. Let's get a bright red out. Actually... Serpents! Hi, Serpents! You like the one where Zelda has the green tunic and the sword and goes in the dungeons and fight monsters? You know, that's the one they love to play. That's the one they love to play. That one is just so awesome. It totally is. Yeah. Yeah. While we're just getting set up, do you guys want to come over and have a look at my chaos? These are my paint drawers. Entirely full of oil paint in every single row. And There's 3 of them. This is what happens when you work in art supply shops for way too long. You hoard. Oh, one more. What's in the 3rd drawer? Oh, these are the tubes I don't use very often. Okay, well that helps. Alright. But the reason I brought that up is that I need a really nice red. I'm going to show you the reference image of what I want to paint tonight. This was a free reference image off a Facebook group that I follow for free reference images. Switch. This is our little reference image for tonight. So, just a cute little Stuart Desert Pea, which is an Australian botanical. It is a little ground cover plant that flowers in the desert. It loves hot temperatures, all that kind of thing. And yeah, I thought it would be a nice cute one to go on this copper board because those reds should look really nice and fiery and fun, which would be lovely. Oh, no worries, Tom. See you later. Thank you so much for the raid. You have a lovely night. Yay. Oh, shout out Tom. Shout out Tom. Everyone who doesn't know Tom. Hold on. Oh wait, I need to do that over here. I'm such a slow streamer. I can do this. Shout out! If anyone doesn't know Tom, Tom does amazing pixel art as well as gaming and cool fun stuff over on Twitch. So absolutely go check out Tom if you haven't, because he does cool stuff. Yeah! Yeah. Awesome. Jump back over here. Hype! Use my little hypey train. Tom, did you see we've got a little... I'm painting hype trains when we do hypes. So I have like little... dropped things everywhere. That's what I have. Trains! I'm gonna have a book of trains. Hype. So if anyone feels like having a sub, or gifting a sub over on Twitch, or doing bits, or doing the other things that cause hype trains, which I totally know what they are because I'm a really good streamer, you're more than welcome to do that. Yeah, we have fun here, as Rachel Waxy says, one of my favourite YouTubers. We also have fun over on YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, feel free, because I am actually planning to film some more YouTube videos in the next couple of weeks, because I have the itch, and it's been a while, and I have many things on the ideas book to get. There we go, nice pure old red, that's what we need. Let's switch back over here. Poof. Nice pure old red, that's what we need, that nice real tomatoey red. Ooh, look how reflective that board is. Whee! Love copper, it's fun. The thing I've learned about copper is that really you want to be painting a nice warm image when you're doing things on copper, because if you try and paint something sort of that doesn't have a relationship to the copper, it doesn't make sense, and it really makes you fight against the copper rather than working with it. So that has been my learning journey with painting on copper as opposed to aluminium, which is really nice and neutral, being the mid-grey, which is cool. Right. Reference photo, come back over here. Wee. There we go. Yeah, I've got out all those brushes before. Where did I put them? Over there. Come back here. I pulled some out, but I want you to be handy. Just in case I need more. Cool. There. You, I think. Let's start with a little sketchy sketch. And the good thing about painting on this kind of surface is you don't need a lot of paint to see where your sketch is going. If I've forgotten anything, we've got music on, we've got friends in the chat, we've got paint, we've got that, paper towel. Paint, brushes, medium. I've been doing this for so long, you'd think I would have my shiz together, but that's ADHD for you. There we go. Alright, so I want to do my little cluster. Oh! And here we are already. Stream Alerts is saying that we're still doing our old stream. No, we're not. Stream Alerts. Oh, Stream Elements. Blah, 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 blah. Let me go turn that timer off. Sorry, folks. I did 2 marks and you're already yelling at me. Shush. Good. Alright, that's better. I actually haven't listened to that painting playlist since stream night, because that was the night of chaos. And I listened to the one playlist on loop the whole time, which was a lot, I'll be honest. It was a lot. And I still like that playlist, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I need a little break. I need a little break. Boop, 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 boop. Do you know what I did? I announced my stream everywhere except my own Discord. Bad Liz. Alright, I think we're back in business. Yay. So yeah, ignore that. That little message. Boop. No, don't reply. Delete. Beautiful. That's better. Oh, how was everyone's Saturday? I can't believe it's the weekend. I've lost all sense of time with little one not sleeping very well. We had a really fun day at a friend's house, and then she didn't want to nap at her house the way that she normally does. And then I decided, okay, we'll try having some lunch. We'll see if that helps. Or we'll try this, and that'll help. And then I went, nope, okay, it's not working. We're going to go in the car. And then all hell broke loose. Her poor little brain is going so much faster than her body. Little dude. I feel like you've asked me that before, Yik. I don't know. A time machine would be good. I did actually, a bunch of my Twitch friends use something called Throne, which is a little wish list thing for people who don't want to just make an Amazon wish list, because I'm not a big fan of Amazon, I'll be honest. So I have actually done that. If you scroll down in my Twitch in the About section, there's a little throne with just a few of the things I use all the time that people can donate to me, but that's not really a current concern of mine. It was just something I was sort of like, yeah, this sounds fun, and this is a way for me to window shop without actually shopping. Also, keep track of links that I like to send people quite regularly. I know it's been a while since you've asked, but how much of my pet's setup has really needed to change? Not much. I got my studio light, which is the one above us, because I work in an art supply shop on the side. They got this beautiful range of lighting in called Daylight, is the name of the lamps, and this is a big 3 bar angled lamp with a big wide head on it. It is annoying that you can't change the temperature of it. Wow, I look so incredibly pale. Although that's kind of normal. But at the same time, it's perfectly functional for what I need at the moment. So I'm not too fussed on trying to upgrade lighting more, especially because darling little Dipper Fluff, who is not joining us in the studio at the moment. Where's the Dipper Cam? Sad little empty chair. She is kind of scared of tripods. She does not like them, she doesn't trust them, because a number of times she's fallen asleep and then either kicked it with her foot or tried to turn around quickly and hit one and things like that. In general, no trust there. And like, I don't want to train her to like be completely cool with giant things trying to fall down and hit her. That's not cool. So yeah, it's just one of those. If I had a bigger studio with more space for her, then I'm sure it would make her less anxious, because she'd be like, cool, there's room for the tripods over there, and there's room for me over here, and I'm safe. We deleted stream elements? No, I just deleted, it did an alert that was for the last stream. I didn't turn the alerts off, so I just deleted one. Did I delete everything by them? I just meant to delete the one thing. Yeah, one message was deleted. That should be right. Yeah. No, it was just an irrelevant one saying, I'm doing a paint-a-thon, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that tonight. That was last time. That is old news. Old hat. Old hat. No worries, Deanery. You do what you gotta do. This is a very lurk-friendly channel. We love to just have a chill here. No, I don't think Stream Elements triggered auto mod. No, that was me. It says that I did it. So that's fine. These little plants are very interesting, weird little flowers, because they're kind of vertical, and then they've got this little black blob in the middle that kind of looks like a bud, because it's got a cleft in the middle. So we'll see. What am I going to do in this background? Let's sort that out. So I definitely want sort of a horizon coming through there a little bit. I'm just straightening it up a little bit from the reference so it doesn't look like the world is tilting. And I want it to be quite thin so it sort of retains that see-through tendency in the background, so that way if I can make the flowers quite opaque and stand forward, the background can be quite see-through. So how was entertaining Nugget when she was locked inside alone? It wasn't so much entertaining her as just making sure she didn't lock the other door, because then we would not be able to see her. We had a little thing where a little Nugget accidentally got locked inside a screen door, and then she couldn't figure out how to unlock it because she is little, and there was a lot of negotiations through the door before we called a very cute fireman in the end to come and help us open the door. And the cute fireman, all credit to him, and his two older, less cute firemen who also helped, and I don't want to discredit them at all. They found not only that they could get in a different window of the dwelling, but that they could do so without causing any damage. And I was like, whoa! Because the real estate agent was not answering the phone, and like we tried a whole bunch of other options and they all did not pan out, and then turns out firefighters are just awesome. So that was a fun evening at my friend's house, but in the end everyone was safe, and that's the important thing. And then we went back the next day for a play, and that's great. Oh, this brush needs a wash. Part of this will be me discovering what brushes I did not clean properly after those harpy paintings when I abandoned the studio for a few days. Unfortunately, the cute fiery, we didn't even get his name, I don't think. The older ones did all the paperwork. Oh, serpents, the copper does not need to be primed. So copper naturally wants to grab onto oils as a metal. That's why when you touch copper with your hands, the natural oils of your hands get grabbed by the copper and they cause the copper to tarnish and change colour. So it's actually a perfect support for oil painting in that way, because it really grabs chemically onto the oil. A lot of traditional oil painters like Rembrandt painted on copper plates. A lot of the time they were old printmaking plates, but for the same reason. It was mainly that they were expensive, so not everyone had the opportunity to paint on them. Oh, these blues in the sky are going to be so pretty. I'm just going to block in a few. I haven't done a big bright blue sky since my clear skies painting of Little Bird, so this will be fun. Oh, that doesn't even look blue enough on stream at all. On stream that looks almost like white green, but in person to me that is like the most post-it blue. Why are my colours weird? Let me see if I can mess with my camera. Hold on. That's my exposure. That's... No, less. No, we don't want to go too low. There, that's a bit better. And what else can I mess with? ISO? No, ISO is auto. Auto is good. Display. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. That'll do. At least you can see a bit more of its blue now, but this will definitely have a slightly different photo at the end. Yeah. I have used gouache. I actually did a gouache portrait just the other day. For the first time, I used gouache in like frickin' what, 6 years or something? 6 or 8 years? When I lived in the country, that was the last time I used gouache. How many years ago was that? That was 2017? That was a while. 3, 4, 7 years. Love gouache. Absolutely love gouache. I really like how it builds. I like the fact that it's re-wettable, so you can sort of edit it later, so it has a lot of the freedom of oils. with the helpfulness of it's all water soluble, so it's very easy to take on the go. I love the colour ranges, are really pretty. My only thing is that the tubes that I have, so I bought them when I was at uni. When I pulled them out the other day to do a portrait, 3 of them had sort of... gouache is re-wettable, but if in the tube it sort of goes dry and dusty, it's very hard to bring it back. So that was the situation with a few of them. But what I ended up doing was actually filling one of my old watercolour palettes with them. Where did I put it? That's a good question. Ooh, are they in there? So I currently have the camera balanced on... No, I can't show you. Balanced on one of my art cases that I take out and about, and I think the gouache is in there. It is. Let me see if I can get that out without ruining everything. Yes! Haha! Case. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna be able to close this without everything spilling out. Close. Oh no, that's not gonna close. Oh, Liz, why did you do this? You can do this. You can do this. Squish. Nope, I can't. Alright. One sec. Go have a look at a Jericho painting. Which is my screen top background at the moment. Isn't it pretty? I broke this badly. What did I do? That goes there. That goes there. Shuffle. Better. Close. There we go. This is what I get for trying to show and tell. I love show and tell. Best part of school. There we go. There. Boop. Alright. Coming back. Haha! That works well. Alright, we're back here now. Boop. Good. Now, gouache. So what I did was, the couple of tubes that, the tubes that did work, I've actually decanted them into my watercolour tray. So you can let them dry out like this and then just re-wet them to keep painting. And as you can see up here on the palette, you can just sort of keep adding blobs to the palette and remixing. So I was doing a portrait, so you can see all my different skin tones there. I just kept sort of adding warmer tones or cooler tones and going up and... I shouldn't say tones. It's an Inkmo! Hello Inkmo! Look, Inkmo! I used my old gouache instead of buying new gouache. Be proud of me. I really want to buy new gouache. I don't need new gouache. Blah, 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 blah. Copper is pretty, and yes, the main problem I have with copper is there's no Australian suppliers. So this is an Artifacts panel that came from America, which is this brand here. They make absolutely beautiful, solid composite panels. And the reason it's affordable is it's like the tiniest, skinniest bit of copper on a bit of plastic on a bit of aluminium. So the actual width of the board is not all copper, so it's very lightweight, and that makes it more affordable. It's a Sunny too! Hi Sunny! Oh no, Inkmo, you bought more art? How much? How much have you bought? Inkmo, bad Inkmo. Oh. Yeah, no, these are my old uni gouaches, which are all Art Spectrum ones, and I decanted them into my old watercolour palette, and they function. There was only 3 tubes that were sort of crusty dust, is what I want to say, so those ones went in the bin. They probably would have been re-wettable if I like slit the tube, opened it up, took all the dust out, put it in a mortar and pestle, squished it all, re-wet it, turned it into a paste, ground the paste, and then put it back in something new, but I could not be bothered. For $9 a tube, I could not be bothered. You're genuinely scared? Oh no, they were all little things. A lot of little things. That's even worse because they're so tempting. Did you go to the big design market this weekend? Like today? Or is this just at work? All the amazing collabs. We're doing a still life tonight on copper. Copper! Because I want to do a little fun cathartic painting because we've had a hard week of little bird sleep. And by hard, I mean not very existent. And I was going to start with the subject, but now I'm playing with this blue, which looks so vibraty on this copper. I'm having fun. Ha ha ha. These slippery surfaces are fun because I can sort of plonk the colour and then act and play with the brush strokes after the fact, which is quite fun. You were scoping out artists for Boo Fest and shopping. Well, I mean, if you end up buying people's stuff, that's a pretty good indicator that they, you know, are stuff that works to your liking, which is the... Oh, if anyone doesn't know, Boo Fest is a cool market coming up, which is like an alternative art market, and you should just go on Instagram and look for Boo Fest. Or Inkmo, you have permission to post a link. Please do. Everyone in Melbourne, come to Boo Fest. It'll be a really fun day, which would be cool. Oh, and you went to Coburg Makers Market. Cool. That's another good one for scoping. Oh, thank you, Sandy. You're so quick. Thank you. You get speed points. All those speed points. I love it. I need a soft brush. Oh, maybe I want to play with this one. Squish, 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 squish. It looks really wispy, and I don't know if I want wispy. We'll figure that out. It's Mrs. DB. Hello. Welcome to our catharsis painty time. I'm going to do a little still life because I'm still a little tiny bit burned out from the harpies, but also I love them, and that long 10-hour stream was totally worth it. But yay, we're doing something simple and easy and fun tonight, and I encourage everyone else to do fun, cool, crafty projects too. By the sounds of it, Inkmo's been doing enough shopping for everyone to have a catharsis. Ha ha ha. Gouache is very beginner friendly, incredibly so. Incredibly so. Similar to watercolour, the risk factor is quite low, but better than watercolour. You don't necessarily need super expensive paper to get a really good effect, which is cool. So gouache, as long as it's a slightly heavier paper, like something like 200 GSM, maybe even 150, gouache will be happy. As opposed to watercolour, you want it to be like made of the right stuff, you want it to be cotton so it's really absorbent, and you want the colours to be able to flow well and have a good sizing on it and all that sort of stuff. So watercolour can be a little bit more complicated that way. But gouache, yeah, it's very beginner friendly. I think the main thing with gouache is have really good set expectations of the effects you can get. Look at a lot of other people who do gouache art and see the effect, because the paints are very matte, so they come out very matte and that gives a certain look to them. And then you can layer them up and things like that, but there's two different kinds of gouache. You can get acrylic gouache, which dries down, and once it's dry it doesn't move, or you can get normal gouache, which is re-wettable. So that means if you're putting wet paint on wet paint, then it can pick up the lower layer if you're not careful, and things like that. So I like the fact that they re-wet, so I like traditional gouache because I like to be able to edit things once they're dry, but some people don't like that. Some people want things to stay put. So yeah, I am very much a fan of sort of get 2 or 3 tubes tops to give a new medium a go, rather than buying a whole set. And buy artist quality if you can. Like, locally made artist quality is the best way to try something out, because locally made is always going to be cheaper, or most of the time it's going to be cheaper, because you're not paying exorbitant shipping costs for something to come from overseas, especially here in Australia. If you're buying a European brand as opposed to an Australian brand, it's always going to be heinously more expensive, just because of shipping. But yeah, if you buy something locally made that's artist quality, then you get to give something a really good go and know exactly how it's meant to act, without sitting there doubting if it's just the fact that it's poor quality or if it's got lots of fillers in it or something like that is the reason that you're having less fun than you anticipated you could be having. That's a nice little gradient there. Okay, let's do that the whole way across. You prefer re-wettable. Yeah, so traditional gouache is what you want. So anything that has acrylic or acryla in the name, don't buy that, because that'll be the one that dries down. Yeah. Thank you for having me on the Danger TV, Mrs. TB. I like frequenting your end of Australia, which is lovely in this way, although actually frequenting in person would be super lovely one day. when we can afford it. But, yeah. What are we doing for the rest of the background? Let's not finish that. Let's get the rest of this sort of mocked out. Have some greenery over here. So what's over there, and then I'll have like a shadowy section here to bring the red flowers forward. I'm mostly going by the reference with this. But just not being very precise about it. Basically. Because this is for fun. It does not have to be precise, it just has to look as cute as I deem worthy. I think. Let's have a look. Blop, blop, blop. Blop, blop, blop. Here we go. Here. Just add some more dark in there. You like using acrylic gouache because you like to layer and not blend. Yeah, and see, that's perfectly fine. It's just knowing which one you like and why. Another friend of mine likes the same thing, although it's interesting, she uses the acrylic gouache, which dries down, but she sits there and dabs it with her fingers so it goes really transparent, even though gouache is naturally very opaque and matte. She likes to create these transparent ghosty effects with it, and it's like, of course you like to break it and do it the way that is not how it's intended, but that's very her. Oh, I can do a shout out for Kat. Kat's amazing. I think I have an alert for her. Yeah, Copy Witch. Just realised I'm just gonna stick a YouTube window up, and then I can just copy and paste any alerts that aren't across both. Where's the chatty chat? There it is. Boop. And I'll just change the viewing quality to the lowest, so it does not affect streaming. Huzzah! Huzzah! You like watercolour because it takes the control away from you? See, that's why I don't like watercolour. That's the scary part. How dare the paint choose how to do? I want to choose how to do the do. Also, I just don't have very good experience with watercolour, because watercolour, you can't fix your mistakes. And I make many mistakes as I go. As you can see with this, I like to start rough and then refine, and watercolour's not really that way. Watercolour is like, put it the way you want it and leave it there. And I'm not good at that. That involves commitment. And I don't have good commitment to the mark. I like to wiggle all around. Okay, so we've got some darks in there. At the same time, if I spent enough time with watercolour, I'm sure we could be more friends. I'm just not at the moment. I've used watercolour to make greeting cards. Anytime I am less organised than I want to be, which, let's be honest, is all the time, I do like whipping out the watercolours to make a cute greeting card for someone's birthday or occasion. I'll admit, that is one of my favourite things to do with watercolour. And I'm glad I have watercolours for that reason, because they're very good at that. Gouache I think I'm slower with, but that's because I'm fussier with them. I sit there, like, fussing around with my paint strokes for ages. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the last thing I saw you paint with watercolour. Was it like an octopus or a squiddy for Squiddy? Or something, Mrs. DB? I think it was. Why does my brain noise? Oh, what did I miss before? You don't mind watercolour blending? It depends on your mood. Yeah, see, I like doing the watercolour, like, pooling thing, where you just, like, do a pool of water and just let it sort of loop in and, like, tie-dye itself. That's quite fun. But that's, like, even that, I'm like, but I want you to go this way! And then I have no patience for drying time, is my other thing with watercolour. And half the time it's like, dry that layer before you do the next thing. And I'm like, no. I would like all the now, please. All the things now. Oh, that's too dark. No, let's get rid of that. This is why I like working on copper too, and the aluminium is you can just, in this first really wet layer, where it's going straight on the metal, you can scrape things back really easily with a bit of medium. Because it's gripping onto the oil, but you can scrape away the pigment by just replacing it with medium. Ha 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 ha. That's fun. these little cut-ins are. I don't do all the cut-ins on the background when I do the red flower. It's going to be annoying. Yeah, that's cute. Alright. I'm happy with this side. This side's like my guide for what I want to do the whole way across. Your trial squid! Which I did because life... Oh, you haven't done yet. That just means haven't done yet. There's no end date on these things. You could still do it like a million years from now and it'd still count. That's fine. Life just happened around the art plans. I still have ideas written down of things I want to do from like 6 years ago, and that's problematic. But I did recently contact a beautiful collector of mine who I've done commissions for before, because a year ago, almost to the day, they asked me if, in my own time, when I have time, I could do a pet portrait commission for them. And the email has been in my inbox this entire time, and I'm someone who tidies my inbox. I go through it and I put them away and I tidy them good. But I contacted them and went, hey, there's no chance you still want that, is there? And they went, hell yeah, yes we do, definitely. When can we do this? Right now? That'd be great. So I've just got to send them their paperwork, and then once that's done, that will be... Also, I did ask them permission if we could stream it, and they said yes. So that will be the pet portrait thingy we could do on stream. And Mrs. D, if you want to draw pet things with me on stream, we could do a little post-stream. Just saying. Just saying. Pumpkin is here! Pumpkin is here! Hello! You're into nines tonight. Very starry. That looks like a very cryptic math equation. Very nice. Oh, Binks, thanks for the like. No worries. You missed when you had Copic markers, but could never blend them, but I love them. Lil, have you had a look at cat art illustrations who I linked just above? She is a Copic witch who knows how to do all the Copic mark, everything. Please go stalk their TikTok or Instagram and enjoy yourself, because I know you will. Please do, please do, please do. She's so much fun. She's a very dear friend of mine and an amazing artist. Amazing artist. And she's going to be having a solo show next year, I think. So I'm excited to invite everyone to that when she announces the details. Ha ha! So that's very fun to be looking forward to. Okay, this is looking cute. See, I like all this sort of little texture stuff you can do, and because this is so thin, it's still retaining that, like, can you see the reflection of my finger in the paint when I move it up and down? Reflection! So this will have a shiny feel. I think my main thing is I want it to have more texture towards the front and less towards the horizon, because that's obviously receding away. So I'm just going to have to be a little bit more decisive about that in a minute. Get a soft brush out and do some blendies. Yeah. Oh, I'm missing what's happening. What's happening? No, Igmo. But you will. You will. It will happen. I'm speaking it to the universe. It will. Just not right now. Yay. Bailey J on YouTube as a kid drawing with them. Oh, for Copics, yeah. My younger sister did an animation degree and she used them a whole bunch, and I was just always like, no, I don't like textures, because if you put a line next to a line, it's streaky. And I have bias, but then, yeah, Kat has definitely showed me that there are ways to do markers that are not streaky. Granted, the biggest thing seems to be with Copic markers to be drawing on the right kind of paper, because they make this paper called Expressive Blending Card, which is specifically designed for Copic markers, and the things you can do on the blending card are just completely different to how the markers act on any other kind of normal paper. So that seems to be a huge thing for alcohol markers in general. If you're doing alcohol markers, get a blending card and draw on the right material. It's not even like heinously expensive, and you can get it in all different sizes, but it makes a world of difference. Yeah? You were obsessed with Bailey when you were like 11? I love when you find like art YouTubers and stuff when you're young and you still watch them when you're older. I definitely find like comic, I used to be really huge into webcomics when I was a teen, and every now and then I'll see a comic come up from someone I used to read a million years ago and just be like, oh, it's them! What have they been doing for the last 10 years? And then I'm tempted to read like webcomics that have been going for 20 years from the beginning. That's a her. I don't know if it's Dipper or me, but it's one of us. And that's a terrible idea, because I do not have the time for that. Also, there's no like reliable screen reader that can do webcomics, I don't think. That would be a cool thing to invent though. Alright, I kind of like that. The sky is like kind of dusty almost. It's like streaky, so it will have some reflection through it, but it's also quite bright and fun compared to the bottom, which is more choppy. I can always do a second layer on the sky at the end to get it more opaque if I want to. So that's good to remember. It's the wrong blue. The other blue. It's still the wrong blue. Where's the other blue? I've got like 3 blobs of the same blue. I've got 1 blob of the blue that I want. That's bad planning this. I'll admit, by the end of the harpy painting, I just kept putting out new blobs because I'm like, I can't be bothered trying to figure out which one is which because I've made a mess of my palette. At the end of tonight, I might even scrape off my palette if this painting's finished. Double luck! Amazing. You're wonderful. Thank you. You couldn't get the blending card because you were all no Bar C, and that's where my work is a postal-based art shop. Which they are open in the public, but we send to rural Australia everywhere. And that's our niche. So people in the country now can get the good art supplies that they need to make the fancy fancies. Specific terms for art creations. The fancy fancies. If you haven't been able to tell, because of Little Bird not sleeping very well, I am slightly brain dead, but I am having a lot of fun being here, so thank you. Yay. Boop. Double. Sluggy freelance? What's sluggy freelance? Serpents? Blah blah blah. I'm just gonna fiddle with this guy a little bit, because then once it's done, it's done. I really would like to get this whole painting done in one session, so it can dry and I can give it to the person I want to give it to. But we'll see how we go. It's going to be cute enough for that. Back in bed, Binks. Oh, good. Yeah, dryers be like that. Be waiting for days. Thank you for the lurky lurk. Oh, Sluggy Freelance is an old webcomic. Ooh! I will open that up in a tab for later. Cool. Now, ones that I loved off the top of my head. QC, I have not read in years, but I absolutely loved. And I own a whole lot of the hard copy books of it. Looking for Group, I used to read all the frickin' time, even before I even sort of fathomed playing D&D in person, and it's a D&D chaos comic. And then the other stuff by Lara and Soma as well. They have Least I Could Do Beginnings, which I'm pretty sure Least I Could Do would have terrible, like, that thing where you watch a movie and it doesn't stand up to the test of time. I think it would be very problematic now, early Least I Could Do, for sure, because it has very similar humour to a lot of those sitcoms like Friends and things like that, but slightly more adult, and that's where it will be even more problematic. What else? Three Panel Soul was one my partner introduced me to that I really liked, and obviously Penny Arcade. What's the other one that he stopped doing? I can see all the images in my head. I can see the actual comic style and like specific panels in my head, but names. More. There's just lots more. What's more, I'm pretty sure I will have like an archived folder somewhere on my computer of my internet bookmarks for all my webcomics, and I could hunt them down. But it has been a while. Look how fun that was. I just did a wiggly line and then you just mess with it and make like a nice little doodly-doodly-doo. I want some darks coming in up here under the flower, so let's make it a little bit darker. Mix. Got a really nice powerful oomph so the red can stand out. Ad break over on Twitch, that's fine. You do that in a minute. Or now, or whenever. Oh, hey Clearly, how you doing? Commiserations on the extreme tired. Your Miss 2 is not sleeping well either. Oh no! And you've got Mr. Newborn as well. Oh, you hero. Well done you. I am sorry for the lack of sleep. I am glad I can give you something random to look at while you're doing 100,000 things. Because I cannot even imagine. I'm handling one and I'm struggling. Like, one Miss 2. And yeah. We're definitely having one of those, you know when they get big brain and it's like their brain is running so much faster than their body and they can't calm down their body because their brain is just going so hard, and we're having that at the moment hard. And don't get me wrong, Little Bird has always struggled with sleep since she came out, but like this is a whole level of difficult. I even actually was holding her sideways across my body. I was holding Little Bird and like holding her sideways and rocking her as though she was a newborn, and that helped calm her down at 2 points today. And I'm just like, that's different, but also holding 14 kilos is really different to holding tiny little newborn. I hope tiny little newborn is getting a lot of cute. Same, yeah. Igmo, you know Sluggy Freelance too? Oh, there you go! You know! You know. Okay, I'm liking all this. This is nice. There is actually sort of a second cluster of Stuart's Desert Pea over here in the reference, and I'm thinking about maybe bringing that in just a little bit, just like one. And it's a little higher. But it needs to be over enough that if they frame this, it's still visible. So I'll just indicate it lightly without stuffing up the background too much. That looks cool. Alright. Let's figure out the least fun stuff first and sneak up on the big fun stuff. A little bit. Make sure I look this a bit darker. Bit darker. Gotta go, Binks. No worries. No worries. You do whatever Hunter... Oh, Hunter sprained his ankle. Oh, poor kid. That kid needs like a respite from life being annoying. As do you. I hope you're healing up okay. You take your time. Like, zero anticipation. Hi, how you going? You having Pringles? I like Pringles. What do I have? I have gingerbread men tonight. Ginger. This is half a gingerbread man. Because the snacks be snacking. Vertical brush strokes down, and roll to be horizontal. Go back. have a slight whinge in Australia that they changed who makes Pringles that come to Australia, and they're made in a different country that's not the US, and if you taste some of the US ones, they taste better. Also, the non-US ones are a different shape. They're not the cool, proper saddle shape. Or paraboloid, I think they're a paraboloid shape. These are just normal saddle shapes that we get now under the Pringles name, and they don't taste as good, and I dislike it. Why do kids complain when they want medicine as soon as they taste it? Yeah. My thing with kids' medicine is always to have a chaser. If you have water or some milk or something like that as a chaser, just be all like, drink, and now you get the thing you want. I do admit, I do it to myself as well. I give myself chasers when I have to have medicine or something that's yucky, and it totally works. So, little hacks that you make for yourself. Go over there, sorry. I need to get rid of a dry crusty paper. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. Good. I'm gonna have to invent some greens here. Because I don't like pouring out greens unless I have to. Actually, I should switch to a smaller brush now. Let's switch. Sip of your drink? No. On a piece like this, clearly this one I'm hoping I can do as an Alla Prima, so all in one layer. This sort of little one. My portraits and things like that, normally 4 to 10 layers, depending on what it is, and depending on if I'm struggling with it, or if it's going well, that kind of thing. But yeah, this sort of one, I really would like it to have a lot of painterly texture, so keep all these sort of really nice little rough brush strokes. Keep this a little bit streaky so you can see that reflection through. I don't know if you can see. So, see how down here you can see my finger reflection in the brown areas, but then you can't see it in the sky as much. That's what I want to keep. This is the bare copper, in the middle of the flower. But yeah, I want to keep some of this translucency. So if I do more than one layer, you sort of kill that translucency, which allows, light to penetrate it. It means like when you pass the painting and things like that, it has a bit of a light shift, which is really cool. So I like retaining all that sort of stuff when I'm painting on reflective metals. Yeah. Neo's weather station, hello! Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's things? What am I doing? Stem on the flower. That's what I'm doing. Need some lemon yellow. Gimme. So many of these blobs on my palette are so dead. That is why I definitely need to redo the palette tonight after this stream. But it's a good. These little Alla Prima paintings where you go a bit faster. They're really fun for when you've got blobs on the palette but you need to redo your palette. Just use up the blobs as much as you can. Either this sort of painting style I do that for a lot, or sketchbook night when I do sketchbooking, which if you're on YouTube you can see a whole lot of my previous sketchbook nights in the live stream section on YouTube. And they're really fun nights because you can just sort of go for it with anything and just use up your palette. Yeah. So that's quite fun. Down here we want a little bit of light on this stem that the flower's growing from, but I'm going to leave this bit a bit rough because it's in shadow, which would be cool. Having a rough day? Oh, it's very gentle in here. I have also had a rough day, so this is a bit of cathartic painting, social fun time for all. Absolutely come in here and chill with us. If you've got a crafty project or something at home, absolutely, this is a body doubling friendly environment for that kind of stuff. Neo weather station. I think it's been a week this week from everyone I talked to, that kind of thing. Clearly says, yeah, cool, I like the reflections of the vibrancy of oil and metal. But Ibrahim, I don't think that's what you meant to type. I agree, I like the reflections and the vibrancy. I like how much oils on metal just have this light to it. It's partially reflection and it's partially like the paint itself is so luminous because it's not like dulled down by any sort of flat background or anything. It's like really glowy. And see, like, I'm barely even doing paint strokes at the moment. You're just getting this nice little impression that there's leaves down here. And this is like the least fussy I'll be with painting, is when I'm doing this style of painting, because I know I can just do like little impressions of things. Granted, when we get into these flowers, I'm going to be very fussy because they're the focal point of the painting. But like for this sort of little stuff, I just sort of let myself have fun. Yeah. Cute. Nothing wrong with having a cry, Binks. You're allowed to have a cry. Maybe I need an alert for like hug, so we can give people hugs in stream. I would like that. Sometimes you need to be drained so you can be a little empty for a bit and then build back up later. I don't know. I don't want to sort of give you advice on things like that over stream. That's not my place for that. But this is a safe place, Binks. You know that. Safe space. Good idea. That's a good idea. Get past the bits you have to get past, and then you can take some time. So over here is like a little bit of green shrubbery. I think it's a Stuart Desert Pea that hasn't bloomed yet, because it looks like it's got like green bits with red tips. So we might put a little bit of detail into it, but I don't want to go too hardcore. Oh, buds. That's the word. The background, it is kind of dry grass and desert, because these flowers grow out in the Australian outback. Yeah, so I sort of wanted to have it have the impression of nature without it being sort of super lined, like super defined. Defined is a better word. Defined. Oh, Bink, sorry, I didn't realise that was so recent. I'm so sorry for you. That's right. You take your time, okay? Thank you, Neo, with the station. Lots of little green shapes sort of feeding into each other. But this stem is very similar to the stem over here, so it sort of makes sense. That's the idea. Thanks, Zeke. That's really nice for you to reach out. What would be my favourite subject to paint draw if you could choose one for the rest of your career? Probably portraits. Let's face it, portrait and figurative work, because that's what I've done for most of my career so far. I don't want to talk too much about my current work because I don't feel it's appropriate, because it is about death and mortality and the sort of human effect of that, so I'm not going to talk too much about that right now, but there's stuff on my Instagram about that if anyone's interested, or I'll do a future stream talking about that, but I might I'll put it in the title so everyone knows what they're getting into. Yeah. I think my main thing is, like, some people are very, you need to stick with the one thing, so you get really good at the one thing. Like when people say you need to, when you discover your style, that's the only way you're allowed to paint. And I'm very on the other end of, I like to occasionally do paintings like this that really push me doing something different, because they keep me loose and they keep me learning. If I do the same thing every single time, every single day, maybe I'll end up not liking doing portraits and figures as much, and that would be a bit sad because it's one of my favourite things to do. So I like having some variety and giving myself permission to play and, like, mess around with what I like to do a bit, because that keeps me fresh and I feel like it keeps me very into things. Inkno, you got a new friend today? A crochet big worm friend. That sounds right up your alley. Please put a photo in the Discord. Inkno. Do it. Everyone, Discord is over here. We have a lovely little section called Share with Stream for things that we're talking about. If you would like to share something, please keep it family friendly, etc. as much as you can, or use the spoiler tag liberally if you want to share things. Alright, I think we're pretty much... Oh no, I need to do a little bit of red over here. That's what I was mixing that red for. I got distracted. Yeah. Because there's some, like, little red bits of blossom coming out of these ones. So I think these ones open up and go upwards when they open. I honestly don't know a lot about plants, but I do a lot of guessing. Pretty. That's such a cute worm friend. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. I love the little smile. Oh my gosh. Binks, you have a dirty mind and we all know it. Shush you. Worm photos. Hold on, I'm behind. I need to go back up. Hyper-specialising is valid if one wants it, but there's really no point in policing anyone else's art. I mean, that's a very true giant fact near the station, but... Oh, bits! Oh, thank you, Mrs. D. Thank you for cheering some bits. Love you. Love. Yeah, no, policing other people's art. There seems to be a lot of people on the internet who like to do that, and I don't understand it at all. I do not. It is a thing. And unfortunately, a lot of those people are other artists, which is even more confusing. But I think we get stuck in the volume of people getting art advice, people living out on art advice, and then the people who are successful because of that art advice thinking everyone else needs art advice, whether they're asking for it or not. And you know, I'm all for learning, but learning within context I think is important. Yeah. Thank you for the biddies. What am I doing? Yeah. Discord, yes. Photos, please, yes. Back from luck. Howdy, Altisaurus, how are you? How's things? I actually went to gym this week, Alti, because I go to the gym that you go to. Granted, not to do fancy sky things. I do just the try and not be a slug things. I hurt so much. Ow. But also, 'twas so good. Because I have not been able to go for like 4 weeks. And see the peoples and the place. What else has been happening? Blah, 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 blah. Glowworm toys, they're still around. Maybe it's just my Facebook marketplace knows that I like vintage toys, so I keep seeing things like that. I tried to find a doodle bee the other day, I could not find one. For a beautiful 3-year-old niece. Because I'm just like, I loved playing with that, and every time I flung it in the washing machine, and then I could draw on it again. It was great. I should bring that back. I did see Cabbage Patch Dolls at the toy shop the other day, which I'm a big fan of Hannah Gadsby, the comedian, and one of her recent sets is about where have all the Cabbage Patch Kids gone, and I'm like, they're still in the shops. Dun dun dun. So that was very funny for me. I hope she doesn't see them in the shops, because then she can't perform her comedy bit about them, which was very funny. It's a quill! Not sure if anyone's checked out this YouTuber. Oh, quill! You're so cute. You're so cute. I hope you're having a good weekend. Having some chill, relaxy time with support. Yeah? Yeah. That would be nice. Yeah. Oh wait, now I'm really behind in chat. What did I say? Ooh. Discord links are so garbage now. They are. Why aren't they getting better? Things are meant to get better over time. Better. Which is silly. Why? Because of this very specific size as a streamer, you know one glance that it's a Discord link. That is very true. Here's where the station. Thinks you're innocent? I show you are. You're very innocent. Totes. I'll smile at you for that one. What else are we doing? Why do you have bits? I don't know why you have bits, Mrs. D. The bits don't go off. They don't have an expiry date, I don't think. So, you know, you can bit hoard all you want. They're bits for your retirement. Who knows? Dun dun dun. Something like that. You've been talking to lots and lots of artists this weekend for Boo Fest. Everyone, if you don't know about Boo Fest, you can either scroll up for a link, or if someone wants to drop another link for Boo Fest, it's a cool art market happening in an alternative art market happening in Melbourne in... What month is that happening in again? September? October. No, October, because it's near Halloween, because it's Boo. That's why. I have a good memory. No, I don't. So you've been talking to lots of artists this weekend, and they make amazing things. So much talent. And you were recognised by artists because of other art things. That's adorable! Yay! Igmar with the recognition. Everyone knows you're cool. Well done. That's awesome. Look at you. It is so weird when someone like in public is like, are you the person? I just get like, are you Liz? And I'm like, well, yes, sometimes. And then I very confused. Why did I not do sky in this bit? There needs to be sky in that bit. I need a sky brush. Sky brush. Boop. That can be you. You are not as fluffy as I thought you were. That's better. This is why I try and do the sky first, because I don't want to sit here and try and fill in holes. I want it to be sort of consistent. Ruins my illusions of depth. I'm so behind on chat, I'm so sorry. It does make you feel like you're in the community more? That's awesome. Well, it does help that you've really been putting yourself out there the last couple of years, like, not only through events, but through the shop and things like that. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Inkmo, not just Twitch royalty, now art community royalty. I agree. When the internet and the real world combine. Who does that? Not weirdos like me who use their real name as their Twitch name. The ultimate weirdo combining real life and art life. That being said, Inkmo sort of does both. Don't you have your real name on your socials and stuff, so that counts for both. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Boop. You'll have your routine done in time for showcase. Yay, Auntie Soros, that's so good. Anyway, thank you for the resub. Thank you. Mwah. You're my first sort of resub, I think. You've never been here? Sure. Sure you haven't. Sure. Auntie, well done getting your routine done. That's great. Good luck with it. That will be fab. I look forward to Instagram highlights. Inkmo, you're an art community stalker? No, you're not. You can't be a stalker and talk to people. That doesn't work. They are separate occupations. Surely. Putting yourself out there and actually doing group shows and stuff with people. You are thoroughly art community content personality. Ha. Nothing worse than after gym pain. I agree. Although, at one point today, the toddler was rolling all over me with vigour while I was lying down on the couch. And it definitely felt like remedial massage because it was just like she hit every single sore muscle and was just like poking them randomly, and I'm just like, ow. But also, is this a good ow? I don't know. Your costume, however, yeah, okay, so costumes for showcase. I know that that's a bit of the cosplay curse of the night before, is it not? Need to get your final assessment for the semester done, then you can costume. Good luck! I give you all the cross fingers and the good luck vibes. They're yours. Enjoy. You had the Doodle Bear horse Sphinx. I only had the traditional bear. And then I think one of my sisters had like a baby bear, and that was quite cute as well. And honestly, easier to put in a washing machine than mine. Mine actually took up a considerable amount of space, the original Doodle Bear. And I'm like, that must have been annoying for my mum trying to do normal loads of washing. Surely. But, is what it is. Is what it is. That gives Stuart Desert Pea vibes. Yay! Thank you. Yes, Quill, that is exactly what I'm painting. I'm painting Stuart Desert Peas. The flowers. I've got a friend who really likes them, and I wanted to do a painting for them. And sometimes, when you feel inspired that day, you just need to do the painting that day so you never put it off ever. This is my way of attempting to defeat ADHD. By putting everything else aside and saying, let's do a one-night painting. You have to head off, clearly? No worries. Trying to sleep when the baby sleeps thing? Good luck. Everyone tells you to do that. Whether it can work, who knows. But kudos to you, and good luck with number 2 and Mr. Newborn. You're amazing. And yeah, I'll definitely post a finished piece on the YouTube community page as a community post, alright? So it should be up when you wake up 2 or 3 times from now. You have a good night. Bye. Quill, you're about to go to bed? No worries at all. You get all the rest you can, please. Please. Stormwolf and Lucifer are here. You're holding her hostage in BC? Oh, thank you so much, Lucifer. I really appreciate that. Holding her hostage in BC would not be that difficult, especially if the chats are good. I'm not mean. I'm not mean to my lovely friend. She's beautiful. I like the overlay at the moment. It's doing what I want it to do. I would appreciate it if the puppy dog came to hang out, because I've got this beautiful little dipper cam with no puppy dog on the chair. Where's the puppy dog? Currently a paintbrush cam. So that's not quite working. She had a haircut the other day as well. I wanted her to come show it off, and she's just like, nah, you're talking to the computer again, how dare you? So, the animal mascot thing is not working. But she's here in emoticon form if anyone wants emotes of the beautiful puppy. Looking happy. Oh, welcome to shorten your name to Neo. Thank you. I will if that's alright. If I remember to, I do apologise if I ever forget. Feel free to remind me. Thanks, Neo. Yes, Boo Fest is in October. I was talking about Boo Fest before. I am catching up on chat slowly. You're going to have tattoo artists doing flash tattoos. Ooh, doing portraits at Boo Fest. That's cool. Wait. I'm talking to Hot. Who's Hot? Who's hot? A lot of people are hot. You're hot. I don't know. You're all breathtaking. Eddie, you're doing reveals, so you need 3 costumes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the ambition. Oh my gosh, good luck. Good luck to you. That's amazing. Oh, now I'm really looking forward to the highlight reel later. Yay. That'll be cool. Yeah, to carry Hunter, who's 32 kilos. Oof. At least you're a strong and you're a buff. As long as he doesn't punch you in the nose again. You're feeling your arms are back now. Please do some stretches before bed. Stretch for you. I am quite behind on the chat. I'm so sorry. I'm almost there. Wants to watch a movie, so you keep him company. No worries, Binks. See you later. Thanks for the chats. Take care of yourself, okay? And I mean that when I say it. Be gentle on yourself. I'm caught up. Yay! Sorry, no, it was more where I skipped a whole section of chat and then I realised I skipped a whole section and then I wanted to go back because I didn't want to skip cool people being here. Because cool people are here. Having a chat, which is real nice. Yeah. And I really appreciate when people come and say hey. And hey, this is starting to look actually like Stuart's Desert Peas, so let's keep peeking this. I don't want to lose my momentum now. I'm just going to try and keep blocking in. I'm just using 2 reds at the moment. I'm trying to just block in the darker red versus the bright, and then I can go in and finesse and add more variation once all the bulk is in. Be a little bit more exact with my brush strokes about where I want each petal to go. It's kind of interesting calling these petals of a flower. They are petals, they just sort of look so obscenely different to normal flower petals. I'm hoping next week I can get back to doing a day stream or 2. I hopefully get back to doing my normal Friday daytime day stream, which will be good. It's in the plan. And if not, next Friday, the Friday after for sure. But as usual with my schedule, it is all little bird dependent. So I'll just keep doing it that way. I think we need a stretch, folks. Who wants a stretch? I'm just going to show off my reference photo again on the computer screen so you can have a squeeze at what we're aiming for. So you can see that these flowers over here, I've really reduced them, and then these as well I've pushed off to the side and made them more subtle. So we're really focusing on this bit, and I've fixed the angle so it's not too wonkety wonk. But I'll go back over here. Let's do a proper stretch. Arms up to the sky. Every muscle hurts. Wrists forward. Backwards wrist. Ooh, my wrist looks like it's made of rubber on that screen. Yuck. I encourage everyone else to have a stretchy stretch too, and I'm just going to stand up for a sec. That was worth it. Alright, good. Good, good, good. And a tiny bit of gingerbread, and that's my last bit. Okay. Back in. Let me just outline all of them, and that might be an easy way to do this, and then I can just fill them in. Oh, I made my reference photo. Silly me. Pretty. So this is gonna go up like this. These are definitely gonna get taller as I go. I can see that. Ah, I just painted myself. I'm not bleeding, I promise. I just flipped my paper towel around the wrong way. Normally I sort of fold my paper towel as I go, so the wet part is always on the inside. And I folded it the wrong way. Because I'm silly. Bleh. So yeah, what I do is I tend to sort of wipe, and I'll wipe here 100 times, and then I'll fold it, and then I'll start wiping here, and it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. As long as I don't compact it too tightly so it can't sort of gas off the oxidization of the oils, then they're fine to go in the bin. But if it's a particularly soaked rag of too much medium, then I tend to unfold it before putting it in the bin so it can dry out overnight. I only tend to go through sort of maybe 8 paper towels in a session, and I try and buy the most sustainable paper towel I can. So this is the bamboo Who Gives a Crap paper towel. That's the name of the brand. So that way I feel less yucky about using it. But it has severely decreased the amount of fluff and lint that gets in my artwork compared to when I was using cloth rags. So that's been good. So yeah, on these shiny surfaces you can see every little bit of fluff that gets into the artwork. Unlike canvas, which sort of disguises it in the texture. That was a fun brush. That was fun. You wish you had a snack? Go to snacking phone. You deserve snacks. You looked away and looked back and it's popped. That's just me, like, actually showing you what shapes I have in my brain. As opposed to me, like, I leave holes on the board of where things will go. And I'm like, that counts as a sketch, right? Rather than just giving you a sketch. So you can see what's in my brain. Or in the reference image. You don't know what snacks you have? Go hunting. Have a snack hunt. Tell us what you glean. Ooh, I have magenta on here. I could use magenta. I like magenta. It's like a really blue red. And that's why it is so good for shadows. Lovely. Oh, see, I'm not going to make that even darker. Alright, I'm going to leave that for a sec because I'm not into shadows yet. Finish blocking in first. You can have cereal? Dude, it's totally a night for cereal. Have some yummy cereal. It's a weird thing about having a toddler. I'm actually having Weet-Bix for breakfast again now. Cereal is such a good snack. But again, I used to have it for a snack and now I'm back to having it actually for breakfast, which is weird. Feels wrong. But also that's kind of the point of it. Little bird's in the mode at the moment of going, I would like both kinds of cereal in 2 kinds of bowls at the same time, please. So we're having one Weet-Bix in one little bowl and having a little bit of Cheerios in another bowl at the same time. I'm wondering if she's just conning me into having more milk. I don't know. But she loves having her little 2 bowls at the same time moment in the morning at the moment. So who am I to deny? I love the quill picked what flower it was. That's awesome. That makes me feel so good. But the interesting thing will be, how can I make these flowers with here look further away and in focus without just making them look like they're not finished being painted? That is a question. We will figure it out. For now, I'm just going to paint them in a slightly different colour and not do big highlights. Cereal, Neo? Cereal. Hungry? Cereal. Thirsty? Cereal. Not sure? Cereal. It's true. It depends on which cereal it is. I find some cereals are more of a fun snack, like Cocoa Pops. I love Cocoa Pops as just I want something tasty, and it doesn't fill me up too much. And then other cereals like Weet-Bix, they fill me up. They make me feel like I'm eating like 3 bits of toast. Yay! I'm glad you're liking it, Neo. These faster ones are really satisfying to watch because you don't even really need a time lapse. You're like, oh yeah, that changed very quickly. It's satisfying for me too because I don't have to sort of have 3 or 4 planned bits. Like that's what, like the harpy paintings, we did a full underpainting. And then I ended up not using the underpainting for some of the bits because I changed the direction I was going. So that was, I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but it wasn't time used effectively, which was frustrating. So that was difficult with the harpy paintings. I've had a ponytail in all day, and just that point where the ponytail was so scratchy and annoying at me. So apologies if I keep using my paintbrushes as a head scratch, but they're very good head scratches. to each of the petals. Oh no, wait, I need the background petals. Alright, so let's get a nice shadowy dark shade for the background petals. Oh, there's one big one here. Whoops. So interesting. I'm in a real blue kick at the moment in my paintings. I'm doing a lot of blue skies and a lot of blue clouds and things like that. But every now and then I'm just like, hardcore red, please. Like my Archibald painting last year of Jordan Rasco. And I did 3 test paintings for that were all still lives that involved red satin. It's just like, every now and then, red! Don't know why. Very satisfying though. Yeah! Dropping stuff. Nice. Wondering if I should have painted these in the middle. I painted them to the side because I thought that was more landscape painting-y. I don't know. We'll just keep going. It's too late now. But hey, if I don't like it, I can always paint another one because I have another board. Alright, dark red. That's what I want. Dark red. I mean, pretty much purple. But it's also kind of dark red. I'm going to end up pouring out more red for this, aren't I? I'm meant to be using up the palette. Oh well. Oh, did anyone watch Australian Taskmaster premiere last night? Because I did, and I had a lot of fun. I'm a big Taskmaster fan. Taskmaster, the British comedy show, which has also got a new season, and we're more than halfway through watching that one at the moment. But I got very confused by Australian Taskmaster because I went with my sister to the taping of one of the studio shows for season 2, and then shortly after season 2 they packed up, went to Sydney, and they filmed season 3, but then when they announced season 2 going to TV, it's the cast of season 3, because they decided to switch around season 2 and season 3 for the showing, and I'm like, why? I'm so confused. So now I don't get to see the episode that I saw in person until their next season, which I don't know if that's going to be next year or later this year, so that was just confusing and annoying. A little closure on some of the things we saw in the taping. You have cereal! Inkmo, you did it! You win all the prizes. Well done. Your prize is cereal. What cereal did you go for? What's the flavour today? It's so satisfying when you put some darks in, honestly. Cocoa Pops thing! Healthy Cocoa Pops. Still tasty? That's good. That's good. I've just started putting the dark parts in, so now it's gonna start really looking like the flower, hopefully. Stuart's Desert Pea. Yeah. Cute. Still tasty because you're old? Oh, did you tell me that you're old? You're not old anyway, you're fine. You know I always assume you're my age, which just de-ages you by like 5 years, so you'll stay youthful that way. Did you tell me that you're doing another zine for the Tree Paper Gallery thing? No, you didn't. Cool, new zine. But you only just got in and you think the art is due in less. Ingmo, why do you do this to yourself? The art is due in 2 weeks. Why do you do this to yourself? Why? Do you know what you're doing for the zine? Because your last zine was absolutely phenomenal, but it was also very impactful. Because you can't stop, won't stop? That's not an excuse. Dude. I'm giving you I'm proud of you vibes, but also dude why vibes. I'm giving you both. With the eyebrows and the look. Like last time when Mrs. D told me off for giving the look. I forget what I gave the look for that time, but Maybe I want another little flower over here. No. Maybe I just need this bit to be bigger. I think that would make me happier, because then it's like bang, bang, bang. 1, 2, 3. All in a line. As opposed to like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's nostalgia. So you'll do your eco-brutalist arcade illustrations. That's great. No space for intrusive thoughts. Unhealthy Copenhagen. No worries, Deanery. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and you got to see quite a bit, hopefully. This hopefully looks quite different from the start of stream, Deanery. You have a good night and you have a good weekend. Bye. Mwah. Bye, bye, bye. Inkmo was like the bus from the movie Speed. The bus is the worst person to be in that movie. That being said, I have not seen that movie fully through. I have seen random clips and the end of it. So I am not a good person to talk about who's the worst character to be in Speed. There might be a random fruit stand that is much worse because the bus runs into it or something. Sounds like something that would happen in that film. Maybe you'll stop when Keanu Reeves bulbs you. And Sandra Bullock. You get both. You get both. Thank you. Yes, no, I have done. I like these fast paintings. They're fun. Granted, like this is not finished, but it's looking like a thing, which is exciting. I want to refine these guys quite a lot and highlights and all the petals individually. So that's the next stage. Ooh. At the same time, I do sort of want to go to bed before 1 AM. That's my aim. If we get to 1 AM, anyone left in chat, yell at me. Tell me to go to bed. I think I probably need an alert for that. Tell Liz to go to bed. I actually added chat rules. That was my most recent update for the chat. If anyone's over on Twitch, you can look down at my About section. I actually did that. So that's all looking pretty now. And it has photos and pictures of my work and links to so many things. Links to I sell prints of my work over on InPrint. You can go have a look at those. What else? I have a Ko-fi if you want to support the stream in any way. All the anything's raised through Ko-fi goes straight to supporting the stream. What else? I have a throne down there because I wanted to window shop, basically. And it's a good way for me to have links to things that I use all the time. So if anyone needs to ask me about things, I have links. Thank you for the Ko-fi. Thank you, Neo. Appreciate that. That'd be pretty great and probably not make you stop. Inkmo! I missed that. I'm sorry. I think we're about to have an Addy ad, so I'll see you in a minute. Trying to think of what other links I had in my About section. You tell me, you can look at it. I'm painting something. There's a Discord down there where we share things. Oh, I didn't even look at the Discord before, but Inkmo shared her wormy directly, so that was good. It's true. What? No. Discord's good. Discord's good. Good. Where am I? Wrong thing. Wrong screen. Oh, I'm back. Yeah. Ad break is starting. There you go. I thought it was. I thought it was. I just add some more greenery around just to give it some more interest. Greenery. I need to mix up more green. Annoying thing about not using a green from the tube. So mix it every time. Lemon yellow. You enjoyed telling artists you like their work, often more specific, and chatting with them than just looking and walking away, because markets can suck. That is very nice for the culture of market. Thank you, Inkmo. I think that's the thing, is like, it's really hard in markets, especially if you're socially anxious and that, because you sort of want to look without people looking at you, but you're very aware of the artist standing right there watching you look at their work, and eager to help you if you need help with anything, but also not wanting to bug you if you want to look by yourself. And it's a bit of a mind maze. I'm definitely a do multiple laps market person, because I like to look at everything and then go back to the people that I like and then have a better look and see if there's things I want to buy. Although I do have my moments of just the, I've seen a thing, I want it, yes, this, good, thank you, bye. Give me the thing. So, you know, is what I'm, if not contradictory to my intentions half the time. Just so it's not like so empty in this section. Like empty is okay, but not like to the point of it looking like a bad composition. Just little finessing. Finesse. Oops. Didn't do that. Let's check some much better. It's starting to look like chilies over on this one, but they're meant to be unopened flowers, so they're meant to be little and pointy. Ooh. That's better. Don't look like chilies. Definitely think I should cap it at an hour from now. What, Inkmo? What? You said Liz? What did I say? You had spent too much money, but you do have the cards for future. Yay! I'm magic. What did I do? Am I magic? Hi. Poof. Have your zine already finished early in terms of the due date? Is that good magic? What did I do? I don't know what I did. What am I doing now? There was no art there before. I mean, true. But if there wasn't art there now, then this stream would be a liar. Because we are here to do the thing. That is why I called you all here, that is why I summoned you. Which, by the way, if anyone doesn't have their notifications on, please turn notifications on, because I'm terrible at telling you when I'm going to stream. So if you have notifications on, then you can tell, you can decide if you want to watch or not when you know I'm streaming. By getting a little bloop going, Liz, the planets have aligned, and she is able to stream today. Huzzah. Please turn on notifications, thank you, bye. Yeah. They're starting to look cute. I love all the little wavy bits at the top. They're looking very lava lamp vibes. Which the Stuart Desert Pea does sort of look fiery, so that's fun. Shadowy one over there. Cuties! Lucky for you, you just have Twitch open all the time if you're on PC. Oh, the feels, yeah. I'm getting worse and worse at that now because I'm still stalking more traditional artists, so that way I always have someone to raid to. So I'm just constantly going to the browse page and chucking in a whole lot of hashtags of things that I would like to see. And at all different times of the day, so that way I have people who stream at different times on different days. I'm basically hoarding art streamers now, on top of my normal streamers. So I do have quite the notifications going off on my phone. But I do like that my phone's set up to stack notifications, so it's like if I have time to watch Twitch, I just open the Twitch notifications stream and just go, oh, who's streaming? Although sometimes I am caught out because I have notifications for people who were streaming hours ago, and I'm like, oh, I want to see this person, and I go in and I'm like, and they're offline. But I can usually watch the VOD, so that's fine. I do that. Oh, they've got so much personality now, I love it. I think that's my thing with flowers, they've got to have some personality, because if they're just like symmetrical and plain, they're so boring to paint for me. These guys are real wonky, weird looking, and that's so much fun. Yeah. They look like the sort of flowers that really should have been a flower in Alice in Wonderland singing at people. There's like, there'd be a little face in there. Even though in real life it kind of looks more like a butt, because it's got this little cleft that comes up here, and it's like a little butt shape. Just sing. I don't know what it would sing. I feel like it would have a gruff voice because it's fiery red and angry. Sparkles! Nifflin! Thank you for following on Twitch. Hello! How are you, dear sir? How is your weekending? I am having a rough one. I need to touch base with our mutual lovely lady and see how she is. Hey! You're on both? You fancy bean? Being a fancy bean? We started this painting at the start of the stream. Are you proud of me? I'm actually like doing a whole painting in one stream like I meant to. Not like I meant to, but like I intended. Intentions! Bleh. You've been busy, probably needing to move soonish. Are you going to move back up this way, or are you going to stay where you're at? Granted, up this way expensive. I get it. Gross. Our rent keeps going up every time they get a chance to. Yeah. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Is that what you're listening to? Or is that my good intentions of actually finishing something? Ha! Thank you, Dan. Not sure yet. Long story. Oh, aiming to buy. You amazing person. Well done, human. Do you want any murals done in the house? I could make myself available. It's a few steps ahead of where you're at, but you know, future thoughts. Probably not, but that's okay. No, congratulations. That's awesome. Scary, but awesome. Very music-y. You get songs in your head anytime. Oh, like earworms. When something reminds you of something, you get a little earworm singing in your head. I get that all the time. Granted, I'm terrible at actually placing where the earworm is from, and then I just sit there going, where is this thing from? Google is my friend. And occasionally Shazam. Yes! Earworms. Such a good word for it, because they do. They worm in there, and then they stay in there, and you're like, I have this thing in my head. Alright, I think I need to switch to smaller paintbrush again, because I'm just making lots of the same big marks. I'm not actually making as much progress now, but I'm having a lot of fun with the big brush is my problem. I like the big brush. Cute. Tell me details another time. Absolutely. Northeast. Ooh. More north when you used to live? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's really exciting. Well, we still need to calendarize our calendarization when our mutual lady is ready to do that. So we can actually catch up, because that would be lovely. Also, I have a new board game that we need to play, which I think I need to make it an absolute, we need to play that as the first game. You get no choice, because I got it for Mother's Day. Mother's Day? Mother's Day. Birthday? Mother's Day. Mother's Day. And it is a version of Ticket to Ride, but it is a fabulous version, which is totally, I don't know if I want to tell you on stream. I won't tell you on stream, I'll tell you later. But it's a version of Ticket to Ride, and it will be quick and fast, I promise, and it'll be great. Hi Pumpkin! Pumpkin's typing in chat. Yeah, you can feel the sun on it now. I just haven't even done the highlights yet, Ingmo. But at least the red is popping. Okay, I've got to sort out this ghost flower over here. And then I think I'm just going to do him a bit darker. The ones in the front. Maybe just more undefined. Because that's what, like, these do grow in like clusters, so it makes sense for them to be there. And even composition wise, I like the fact that he's there, so it's not like one lonely flower on a background. It's the depth. We've got the here, forwards, back. 1, 2, 3. Pumpkin! You migrated to bed, so Pumpkin says hi. Hi, Pumpkin. Yay for getting comfy, Sammy. You deserve it. Are you having the weekend this weekend? You should be having the weekend. I wish good weekend vibes on you. By force. If you're not doing too much of the worky works, because you do so much worky works for the work people. I set my desk chair higher for this stream, and I don't know whether I love it or not. I don't know. I feel like I was very slumpy with my chair set lower for the old paintings, so I'm like, sit high, sit properly. Pumpkin's very good? Good. And there is some weekend! Yay! I'm proud of you! I'm proud of you for weekending! Yay. That's wonderful. You're down to play it? You have a fun scavenger hunt kind of game. Ooh! Hi, mutual friend! Vague. That sounds fun. Alright, well, let's play those two games. Done. We've decided something. She'll be so proud of us. And that's what, if two of you have played it, it's so much easier to play a new game than it is when like you're all trying to learn it at the same time, and then you get rules fatigue of reading the rules at the start, and my brain just fuzzes out, and I'm just like, So the fact that 2 of you have played it means that you'll have momentum, and then I'll ask 1,000 questions like I do when we play something new. Hopefully that's okay. If you ever get offended by me asking 1,000 questions, that will be a new day. I actually saw someone on Twitch playing that bomb game that you guys play the other day. It made me think of you. And I was like, no. The Bomb Squad. This one, I've lost all my blue, and I don't know if that's a problem. I think it's a problem. Alright, we've got to bring the blue back. Well, I have a business card that just has a QR on it. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes you don't want a QR, or sometimes you're on a device where you don't want a QR, and like stuff, and just, the effort. At least nowadays we don't need to download like proper QR apps half the time, like most phones just do it from the camera. So, because I remember having to download QR apps and it was a pain in the butt. It's super duper simple. I love super duper simple, and I love following clues. This both sounds fabulous. I love this. It's a QR code to a link tree. That seems convoluted. Like, at least that way, yeah, you're not cramming like 40 links or whatever on a card, but still, like, it doesn't have like a logo or like anything fun on there. Also, why isn't the link tree just like on their website? Mine's on my website. I don't know. I don't understand how the cool kids do things. It does. Oh, good. I thought you meant it was just a QR code with, like, nothing. And I'm like, that's a very obscure business card. I don't know if people would take that as a mystery or an annoying. But at least it's got their logo and stuff on it. Alright, back to putting this flower back in. Let's keep them over here this time. It's like, I don't mind it being fuzzy around the edges, that helps the depth, but I think I need some background between this flower and this flower so we know they're not part of the same flower. Has their name, email, an illustration, and then a QR code that says scan the QR code to find my link tree. Yes, I agree, they could have just put their website on it. And quite frankly, it's probably better to write the website, because then every time people search in Google for the website, if they don't type it in perfectly, if they type in just like the main body and then it takes you to Google to click the link, then it helps you Google ratings. So you search thing. I've this evening won my fight with Google Search Console, and now hopefully, if you guys want to test this, you're welcome to. Open a new tab, Google Liz Gridley, and see if my homepage of my website is the first link, because it should be, fingers crossed, and it hasn't been for 2.5 months, and it's been driving me nutty. Because Google had all these issues with my website changing when I updated my website, and it pulled all the impressions and was sending everyone to my portfolio page as the initial page when I put so much effort into my homepage looking pretty. It is. Yes! The system works! Huzzah! Well, that makes me extra happy that it's double proven, because it worked on my end, but I hadn't asked anyone else to test it. Thank you, Inkmo. Alright, I think I'm going to leave this back flower really transparent and thin, and that will help give it the depth. Just checked it, it's the first listing. Yeah! Thank you, Yik! Thank you. That's exactly what we like to see. Because don't get me wrong, all the other links are good, but I want that to be the first link because it is the best place for people to find everything Liz Gridley art-wise. Which, if anyone hasn't checked out my website, that is the best place to find everything Liz Gridley. Yay. Yeah, no, my name is pretty unique, so that's why I can't change to my married name for art reasons, because like the first 30 links in Google are all me. Even if you go into Google Images, it's mostly me, and then some of my relatives, and then some random American senators and stuff. There is another artist who's huge who has the last name Gridley. She's Charlotte Gridley, and she's American, and she's amazing. She does like hyper-realist animal portraits. But that's the only other super famous artist Gridley that I know of. There's other famous Gridleys for other reasons, but not art specifically. Like costume maker Gridleys. There's a really fancy costume maker Gridley, who we know and love and adore, who's my sister. And things like that. There we go. Okay, I'm liking how wistful this is at the background now, because I'm feeling like this is non-specific enough, but also specific enough to say that there's another flower back there, but it's not the focal point, which is what I like. Just messing with things I shouldn't be messing with. Yeah. Alright, now it needs to be a little bit darker where the head of the flower is. I'm gonna call it the head instead of the butt. Just make Big Bird change his last name instead. Unfortunately, Dr. Batman uses his last name professionally as well, so we both kind of ruined it for each other in terms of using our normal last names professionally. So I do like Big Bird as a secondary nickname, but he goes by Dr. Batman online, so I'm going to leave it with Dr. Batman. That's the one he consented to. But what was I going to say? Yeah, apparently when you do get married in Australia, you can legally use the other name anyway, even though I haven't gone to birth certs and marriages and like changed my name officially. So if I want to write the other last name on things or use it for like postage and stuff, like that's perfectly fine apparently. So that's interesting. I definitely don't want to use it for art as well, because I know that there's a British artist of that name, exactly, who is an artist, and I'm like, that would be hard to fight with Google ratings. With someone else who already has an established career under that name, but paints completely different things. I think they paint like interior design, ocean-y looking paintings. I actually haven't checked in a while, let me check. I'm doing Liz, last name, artist. Yeah, and see there, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and there's a contemporary Aboriginal artist, that's like the third one? Or is that the same person? No, that's a different person. Yeah. So the UK artist is very established, and she's got cool stuff. I would show you on stream, except I don't want to, whatchamacallit, dox my other last name. Oh, I could show you a little bit. I'll show you a little bit without the name. Let's do that. So it's this sort of style art, so that's like nothing like me. Okay, now you've seen the name. Screw that. But yeah, see it is really pretty coloured, but it's not my... It's not me! So that doesn't work. So yeah, can't use that name for art things, because that doesn't work. Thank you, OT! It's getting there! I'm really, really chuffed with this, actually. Really chuffed with this. Thank you. You found a Liz Gridley who's listed on IMDb, a Liz Gridley who's an art teacher, and a Liz Gridley who's a board game artist. Is the board game artist me? Because I did do art for a couple of board games. Mine's better anyway. It's just different, Zurich. It's fine. Oh, definitely. And that's the thing with like other artists using the same name. It's fine if you all do different things. That's not a problem. I'm sure there's an awesome audience for their art, but also I want to grow my audience for my art. So we're all allowed to do our different things. I'm just listening to see If little bird's okay? Yeah, little bird's okay. Good. See? Yeah. Good. Alright. Now I think we need to get down to the teeny weeny brush and be a bit more fussy pants about the detail. Okay. Last picture. Your name makes you very easy to find. Yeah, but that's people underestimating your stealth. But that does help, actually, because, yes, if you ever do want to have a business under your name or something like that, you want it to be findable, so that's a good thing to have. You were getting an iron infusion and one of the nurses was convinced she knew your name and started drilling you about it. Isn't that so weird where people, they've obviously got something in their brain that's firing and they just need the satisfaction of knowing what it is, but they're really, like, getting into your personal life about it, and you're like, chill, please. Please chill. Turns out there was a nurse working in that hospital that had the same name. Oh no! There you go. Dr. Batman works in a hospital, and at one point worked in a hospital with someone else with exactly the same name as him, who was a completely different area of the hospital, and we kept getting his mail. It was really awkward. Because, like, we'd get, like, a magazine or something for a completely different area of medicine to what he does. And I'm like, that's inappropriate and weird. Still don't know if we ever actually returned that. I think we did. Some of the stuff. There were a couple of them. I don't know. That was a while ago. But yeah. Random things. For a time when you googled your dad's name, it came up with you. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Turns out there was I read that already. Yeah, I'm up to date. Alright, I'm going to define my darks first, and then we'll define the lights, and then we should be almost there. Which I am doing alright for my 1 AM bedtime I set myself. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't curse myself. Please don't curse me. This is the stage where I get to use the nice thick juicy paint. Thick, juicy. Hey Chuckling! We're doing an Alla Prima today. How are you? This one we just started tonight and I'm trying to get through the whole thing. This is an Australian flower called a Stuart's Desert Pea. It's a bit of a funky little flower. And one of my friends really likes them, so I wanted to just bust out a little cathartic one-session painting on copper. So if you can see, can you see my finger reflected? You can see it sort of over here, going whoop whoop. So this is it's a shiny board. At the end I'll have to take some super shiny photos so you can see the reflective quality. So the flower itself is quite opaque, and then the background I've painted really thin so you can get that nice reflection coming through. So hopefully during the day, as you walk past the artwork, it'll sort of shift and change. I hope you're well. Thanks. Oh. Very excited I got to do a little live stream because I've had a hard day. And there's nothing more fun than coming in and chatting to everyone on YouTube and Twitch after a hard day. Yeah. I got this. Thank you. Thank you, OT. I'll try. I'm trying. Yeah. You're doing so cool and nice. Yay! You need to practice your florals. I'm not very good at like basic florals, like very symmetrical florals and ones that sort of make sense, but these sort of funky plants that sort of have a lot of personality, much more fun, in my opinion. I really enjoy these sort of more funky ones. I think it's something to do with oil paint. I just don't like being as precision-y. I like doing a little bit more all over the place, fun rhythm painting. So that being said, I thought this was going to be a lot more rhythmic and it's ended up quite straight up and down, but you know, I'm still letting the petals sort of go off in their own directions and do their own thing. Letting the painting do what it wants. A little bit tonight. I need a dry brush. Where's a dry brush? This one. You wonder what would happen if you and Kat switched mediums for an artwork? Do it! Oh, you do it! That sounds fun. Now that their studio's all set up, like, hell yeah. Because I know that's been making her really anxious that she hasn't had her space to work in, but now she finally does. All the collabs and fun things are possible now. But also, Elty, you should live stream that, because I would watch that. That would be really fun. If me and Kat switched, oh no, but then well, do I get to do gouache or do I get to do Copics? That's the question. Because if it's gouache, yes. If it's Copics, scary no. I thought you meant like Ariel's fun things. I don't know what I thought. My brain's dead. But I thought you did paint draw. I'm sorry. I don't know what my brain thought. I would be down to do that with Kat. I think that would be fun, but I would want to do gouache, not Copics, because I'm too scared of Copics. No, I don't want to do Copics. She is the Copic queen. She is a Copic witch. Which, by the way, shout out. Oh wait, what do? I do that. Also, if anyone doesn't know Chuck Lee, head over to YouTube and have a look. Chuck, your channel is Chuck Lee Art or something, isn't it? Let me look. Because you should definitely go check out Chuck Lee stuff on YouTube. It's awesome. Chuck Lee Art or just Chuck Lee? Just Chuck Lee. Chuck Lee MBM. You should go have a look because there's some amazing artists on YouTube. And he is one of them for sure. Sorry I don't have a little alert for you, but I should make one. I should make one. Not right now because I'm too distracted. Absolutely welcome for the shout out, well deserved. Are you working on videos at the moment? I think you said that you were working, you'd filmed a whole bunch and you had to do some editing. I need to do some filming, that's what I need to do. No worries, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you have a fun night and we will stay in contact tomorrow about all the things tomorrow night. Yeah. Always cute. Yeah. So much to work on. Yay! Busy inspired is good. As long as it's staying fun. I burnt myself out a little bit on my last painting of my harpies, but they are complete now. One of them's on its way to America for the gallery show in San Francisco. And that means now I am getting back in my jam. So I've got... What was the thing I wanted to do a video about? I've got a couple of different videos sitting there in the ideas bank, but I haven't filmed any, so I sort of want to do... I think I've got 2 days this week I could do filming when little bird's at daycare, so if I get organised, that'll be the plan. Oh, no worries, have a lovely lurk. Energy to read is great. Yes, no, take advantage, go do the thing. I've gotten so into reading this year, now that I have focus again, and it has been so much fun. That being said, I'm reading a book at the moment where I want to yell at one of the main characters so much, because for someone who has romantic relationships and other relationships with people and keeps doing dramatic things, not communicating with anyone about anything or asking anyone if they want to be part of drama, and then keeps doing things and then feeling upset that people are angry at them. And guess what? They're going to do that if you have no communication skills whatsoever. So I just want to yell at the book character quite a lot. I know they will figure it out, but the fact that they haven't figured it out by now is driving me insane. Start wiggling, little bird. Go to sleep. You're okay. Always got one eye on the monitor. This is such a fun part of the painting when I've got all the paint down and now I can just sit there and create little paint marks and just move everything around a little bit. Because this one's on copper, everything's just so nice and movable and malleable. I think that's what I want to say, malleable. It's really a luscious style of painting, which I love. Oh, that's so cute. Yes, good. Good, good, good. Everyone's going night night and you're just getting up. What time is it in your time zone? It's almost midnight here. We're 10 minutes to midnight in Australia. Good old Australian time zone being opposite the rest of the world. Not opposite, but like, we're weirdos. We're up at all weird hours. Especially Kat and myself, because we just do not sleep when we're meant to sleep, because we take whatever opportunity we can to do art around little children's schedules. It's 9 AM in Detroit. There you go. Oh, you're up nice and shiny. You had a good time. Well done. Well, that's interesting to know. Okay, so that coast is that time. What time is it on the other coast of America, I wonder, for Australia? Also, does America do like daylight saving stuff, or is that just a weird Australian thing? Because in Australia, like, some of our states do it and some of our states don't, so that's where I get so confused by time zones. Late night and early mornings are your favourite time to paint? Yeah, the world is asleep. I completely agree. Completely agree. When the world is asleep and you can actually focus on what you're doing, it is the best time. You do daylight savings. Oh, that must be so confusing. Does every state do it? If every state does it, at least that's a bit more universal. So I think it's the fact that I forget which states do and which don't that drive me nuts here. With that being said, I have a terrible memory, so probably my own fault. Just trying to add some highlights going up and down each of the petals. I really need some more lemon yellow. Hold on, I know I didn't want to add to my palette. Oh no, I've got cadmium yellow here. Let's use cadmium. Let's do bright and intense. Oh, just like the smallest dot. Not more than that. There we go. See if we get away with that. Oof. Before I use up the palette now, I feel like I've used up pretty much everything except for the light minty green that I had on here and the turquoise, so that's not too bad. I really need to clean off this palette, Chuck, so I'm trying to like kill as much of the colours as I can on this painting so that I can clean it off tonight and restart it. Because the thing I'm working on tomorrow is a painting. I've done the underpainting and it's all blue and silver. It doesn't use any of these fiery colours at all. And I need the palette to be fresh. Or I would accidentally put fiery colours where I do not want them. It's fine when I'm doing fiery reds. I don't want to use too much yellow and orange because it just waters down the red. Ree! Hi Ree! How you doing? Betty Baz Frankma, good girl. Yes, you go to bed by midnight. Well done. Thank you so much. I'm really happy with the painting. I'm just doing finishing touches now, so I'm pretty close, honestly. It just needs highlights. And I'm just doing a little bit of orange variation where the light is hitting the lower petals. And thank you for sticking with me for most of the stream. This has been a very fun stream to hang with people. Granted, I'm not done yet. I told myself 1 AM, so that's another hour. I don't think I'll need that long, but we'll see. We'll see. Plus, then I want to read out to someone, which will be fun. You go great? I know, I miss you too. I wish you were coming to the studio tomorrow. Wait, I forget what you're doing, but you're doing something. It's so weird. I feel like that first, month or two, like, we were all really good and consistent at catching up, and then this next month, it's been trash. But that's mostly my fault for getting COVID and being sick and not being around. When I say I'll be around half the time. It's been a write-off this month for me, with the exception of the harpy paintings. The fact that I did those is my one accomplishment. Oh, these are so fiery. I'm loving them. Yay. You're going to an expo to work at. Cool! Oh, that's gonna be fun. You've got your cool Thursday night thing this week though, at least. So at least you'll be able to go in for that and have fun. I hope that is quite the lovely evening on Thursday. Isn't Thursday it's not called Paint and Sip anymore, it's the Still Life thingy? Is that right? Or has that moved? Has it changed? I don't know. Have I confused you? I'm sorry. Chewbacca face, indeed. I'm sorry. What have I done? I don't mean to confuse you, I'm sorry, love. The calendar in my head pretty much only goes one day in advance at the moment. That's how much my brain is functioning, so it's probably I've got something wrong. It was this last week. So Nat did it. Oh, cool. How did it go? Did you hear? Did many people go? That's so nice that she could cover for you after you had to cover for her the other week. Oh, now that I've got some really nice brush strokes I like, I need to be really careful not to fudge them up immediately. I'm at that point where I just know I'm going to overfuss something and ruin bits that I like. That's cute. Okay, I like that one. 8 people. Oh, that's not bad. 8 people is a good turnout. That's sort of 2 good stations of 4. Love that. The music is giving you life? I'm so glad. I find it really struggling to find like good music that's copyright free, but Chill Hop's been pretty rad. And this is my favourites list, so often I'll just sort of listen to whatever the newest release is, but tonight I'm like, nah, I'm gonna listen to the stuff that I've favourited and I know I like. Chill but fun. Because yeah, I haven't signed up to like Epidemic Sound or anything, because I know so many people that use it and you start hearing the same music again and again and again. What do you do for music, Chuck? I haven't looked at your descriptions. Ree, Chuck Lee's an amazing YouTube artist. I like to follow cool people, so if you want to check out Chuck Lee's work, he's cool out in Detroit. Who did a sprinkle? A skeleton boy! Hello! Welcome to stream! My name's Liz. I'm an oil paint artist down here in Melbourne, Australia. I do a lot of realist stuff and figurative stuff, and tonight we're doing a weird, funky Australian flower called a Stuart Desert Pea. And it's almost done. Oh! Look at that. Thank you for the follow. Use art list. What's art list? Gonna put that in my to Google later folder. I love every time I finish stream, I have like 5 things. Ooh! Artlist.io. Got it. Cool. I will look into that later. Thank you, Mashley. It's so good with so many tracks. That's exactly what I want. Because sometimes I'm not into the super chill. Sometimes I want a different mood, and Chill Hop just doesn't provide other moods. They're like, no, this is the one vibe. Like the vibe with the art. You're a little busy. Oh, no worries, no worries. Well, thank you for the follow. I will be here at random times. but you can always catch up by keeping notifications on, and that way you'll know when I'm streaming. Yay. No worry. I'll admit for YouTube I use a lot of the YouTube audio library, but even that is a bit of a... Sometimes you find good stuff and sometimes you don't. It really depends. And most of the tracks are quite short for art content. They're like 3 minutes and I'm like, cool, I've got a 20-minute video. So that can be annoying. Not that you should always have the same music for the entire video, but like, I don't like to have 47 different tracks in a video because that's too chaotic. At least for me. As a baby YouTuber. I'm a little baby YouTuber. By that I mean I was doing really well and then I went and had a baby and now I'm back and I'm all lost momentum. But I'm getting it back slowly. The live streaming's been really helping actually because it's easier to fit in and it's really fun to talk to people actively while doing the thing. Alright, I think I'm happy with those, with all that texture and with that much orange. I don't want to add more orange in there. Do you want to put just a little red highlight on this guy? There we go. Cute. Alright, now let's do those little juicy white highlights and then I think we're pretty much done. Well, do I need any more darks? I think I need just a little bit more darks. I'm always there. So yeah, the middle is really quite black, but I love the fact that this reference that I'm looking off has a lot of reflected red light in the center of the flower, so it gives it a lot more interest going on rather than it just having like a black void in the middle. Just trying to add enough without it becoming overwhelming. Now that looks more true to the flower. Thank you! This one's a couple one, Ray, yeah. I've really left this center area pretty, like, if you can see my finger reflected there, like it's pretty chill. Pretty thin paint, so that way you get a lot of reflection through the middle of the painting. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. This has been quite cathartic since I finished the harpies, doing this little quick piece. And it's for a friend who loves this flower, so hopefully they like it. Granted, I only found out that they love the flower today, and it was very much a I'm inspired to do the thing, do it immediately before my brain changes its mind situation. So this was not the most, you know, forward planned piece, but I'm quite happy with it for a not too forward planned piece. Most of my pieces are like minimum 2 weeks planning. Or longer. But now that I've got Little Bird, I spend so much time like musing on art ideas that I want to do when she's asleep, basically. Because I can't do too much when she's awake. It just doesn't work. Yeah, see? I feel like I've over-fussed with that now. Such a fine line. That's better. Yeah. Sit back from it, sit back from it. You can search song, mood and genre and interchange the search. So I can search chill or mysterious or rock or hip hop and find exactly what I need. Chuckler, you're selling me on this. You're selling me this really well. Oh. You love, love, love? Yay! I'm glad. Alright, let's do those juicy little white highlights. That's the fun part. Alright, I'm gonna grab a chunk of white. I'm also gonna grab a chunk of this sort of light Naples yellow colour, just so the white isn't too cold, because this is a very warm painting. I want it to be a little bit warmer, just a little bit. And sometimes if you do stark white, it literally looks like you've dropped something on the painting. But actually, that is too much red on my brush, and now I have pink. That's not what I want. If it goes pink, it will blend in too much with the flower, and it will look like a mistake. Give me more yellow. That's better. This is why I really work the paint into the brush, even if I'm only doing a little highlight, because I don't want there to be any poison in the brush of some other colour that will suddenly bloop out if I press too hard. Does anyone else make sound effects when you do highlights? Because I am very tempted to every time, and I don't know why that's installed in my brain. Juicy highlights are the best. A little bit there, a little bit here. Cute. And a little tiny bit. Okay, now I want a clean brush to feather those out. If I use the painty brush, I'm just going to end up with white everywhere. And the whole point of highlights is that they're teeny weeny. Not overwhelming. So this is a clean brush, so all I'm doing is pushing paint. That's better. If anyone's interested in florals, they should look up the Australian artist David Lee Pereira. He is an absolutely amazing muralist and like large-scale painting artist. He's queer and POC and just absolutely fabulous human being. And is doing the most amazing work with florals in Australia, and I think he's done a couple of go overseas situations. I'm not sure, can't remember if he's done international or not, but very, very cool works in Australia. He's doing some really big commissions at the moment for councils and things, so big public artworks. David Lee Pereira. Final touches and then we will be done. Oh, sorry, was I mumbling? Sorry, I was, when I lean in real close, I can get mumbling. I'm sorry. The music got amped and I got quiet. My bad. I'll turn that music a little switch. I'm sorry. I was having too much concentrate. And that meant that I started mumbling. My bad. This is where I questioned whether I need a microphone on the easel, so I'm always talking into the microphone because currently the mic is beside me. Because that is where the desk and the cords are. Happily listening while painting? Yay! I'm glad. What are you painting at the moment? Are you still painting a wizard? I'm just going to do some teeny weeny little touches now that I've got the teeny weeny brush. In the final stretch. This always happens. I call the end of the painting and then my hands just want to keep going. I get so close to the end and then my hands are just like, no, but this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And the final touch, you mean final 300 touches. Dun 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 dun. Oh, you're doing the friend's wedding one. Cool. Not a worry. Not a worry. I'm excited to read out when I'm done. So that will be the next thing, is figuring out who else is live on Twitch. We'll do that shortly for a cheeky raid. It will be really nice if I can get monetized on YouTube this year. Then I'll be able. I don't know if YouTube has introduced raids. I think they have, so I can see other live streamers on YouTube and raid between each other. But I know once I get monetized, or even before I get monetized, if I get 3,000 watch hours, then I can do all the integrated live stream stuff like donations and members and things like that. So that's the first goal. And we're sitting at about just under 1,500 watch hours again now, after trying to get it all back from when I went on hiatus to have the baby. So that's exciting. Because yeah, we got so close, and then I just left the world for 6 to 12 months. And that does not work when you need to have it within the last 365 days. Which, as you do. There we go. I'm so happy with this for all night paint. Yay. I will take a nice beautiful photo and I will stick it in the community tab on YouTube tomorrow. In daylight hours I'll take a photo so it's got nice light, and I'll take a couple of photos from different angles so you can see the colour shift with the copper. And then what else? I will fix this little bit that I didn't realise was there. I will also put it in the Discord for everyone on Twitch. Please have a squiz at the Discord. Get those watch hours in no time? I hope so. I think it's more, I just got to get back to some sort of regular something, be it a regular upload or a regular live stream. If I can have any sort of consistency in the channel, that will just help it so much, I believe. But my life isn't consistent right now with a 2-year-old, so that is the struggle. But I'm really happy to be part of such a cool art network on YouTube, and I love it. I do. I've always loved it, even before I was a creator, when I was just a watcher. So I just gotta keep on keeping on. I think we'll get there. I've actually got like 2 or 3 art supplies I wanted to do try and test videos for, so that's probably the next video I should do. So I can actually start using those before I'm tempted to just go back to the art shop and buy a whole bunch of gouache. Because I did my first gouache painting in ages the other day, and now I've got a taste for it. I don't have as many colours as I would like. Future things. No, I need the big brush back. I fiddled too much with that bit. No, fix it, fix it. Alright, I'm happy. I'm going to do brushes down before I ruin something and get annoyed. Oh, this one? No, I'm not going to lie. Just a little highlight on the bit. Oh, I've got a bit of yellow now. I'm going to use that. Thank you, Auntie. So happy with it, which is yay. And yeah, it'll look so much cuter when I can get some daylight photos of it, not some midnight, midnight photos of it. Actually, now that I've got that bright yellow, just some little highlights on these little bits of greenery. Just little highlights, just make it. Look at those. Oh, they help so much. Perfect. It's always these last little bits. This is like the tastiest part of painting. All your content's there, all the problems have been solved, and now you just get to add twiddles, add little bits of fun. I obviously don't want this bit to jump out too much because I want this to be my focus, but just little bits. Little bits. Okay, for real though, stop touching. Little signature in the corner. That's the other fun thing about painting on metal, is you can sign with the other end of the paintbrush. You just like scratch back into the paint, and so now it's like a really subtle little signature. I love doing those. No, I changed my mind. I want one more. I want a petal coming out this way. Yes, that's better. I don't know why that's better, but it's better. Why can I not stop touching it? Stop touching it, Liz. Good use of emote. Good use of emote. I will listen to you. Eventually. Bad Liz, bad Liz, bad Liz! Alright, alright. No, for real though. For real though. Please stop touching it. Oh. Alright, I'm done. Brushes down, brushes down, brushes down. I did it! Painting in one session! We can do this, friend! We can do this! Exactly, I do need sound alerts, so I definitely think the next stream, or at least the next like work session I get, I should sit here and make more alerts for stream so you guys can yell at me. You can yell at me to stop touching it, you can yell at me to mumbling, all the things. Do not just paint. Okay, I need a do not just paint. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, I'm so happy. Yay. Awesome. Alright, I am going to shift you guys over here for 1 sec. And then move the camera. Sorry. Come here. Everything fell down. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Then I'm gonna move it over here and show you a little bit closer. The final bit. Whoop. Hello, painting. So let's go in and have a little zoomy zoom. Luscious. Luscious painty paints. And you can't really see the shift. That's what. Oh, you can kind of see it there. So if you focus on this bit, see how when I move you side to side, sorry if this is giving anyone motion sickness. See how the the shadow shifts? Ugh, that's the reflectiveness. Yay! And you can see down there my little signature, like, scratched in. Yeah. It's not even really scratched, I just moved the paint with the reverse end of the paintbrush. We did it! We did it! Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna put this back. Let me change you guys again. Whoop. Yay. Thank you so much for joining me on stream tonight. I am going to raid out on Twitch. We're going to find another artist to follow, but on YouTube I'll sign off, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. This has been so cathartic to get a good paint night session in and make something that's just cute and silly and doesn't need to have anything to do with my normal work, and it was just a fun exercise. I'm really happy with it, so yay! Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to jump back to the main screen just so we can figure out rating, so yay! Thank you all so much. I love streaming, this is fun. Alright, I'm going to zoom this back in. Whoop. Let's jump over to the other screen and let me figure out rating. Where are we rating to? Is anyone online? Who am I following? Oh, sculpting a dragon on a wall hanger day 3 with Anne-Marie. Let's do that. We went and had a look at this when she started it. It used to just look like a coat hanger with some clay on it, and now it's looking a lot more dragony. A lot more dragony. And I think she's doing it for the year of the dragon, so that's pretty cool. So, yay! Let's head over there, Twitch people, and we'll have a look and just say, I don't know, hi from Liz. Let's raid. Yay. And thank you again, YouTube people. Mwah. I will see you later, and you have a good night. Thank you! Bye, friends! Bye, friends!